This entire video is just me thirsting after the most outrageous people. What can I say? If a person's hot, they're hot. Hey yo, Happy New Year. It's 2024. Yeah, I am someone who desperately clings to the past and hates change. So naturally, I'm going to be doing another ranking video for 2023. This video is going to be me ranking people who have been living in my head rent-free. I don't know about you, but I'm personally a very thirsty ass bitch. I am someone who loves love, and I love loving people. I have a lot of celebrity crushes and fictional crushes and people who I think are very attractive specimens for a plethora of reasons, and I'm gonna be ranking them. But let me show you the tiers. So for my S tier, I'm gonna have the tier rent-free because they live in my head rent-free. They should start paying bills because I simply do not have the funds to be funding their stay in my head. I have work I need to do. I have essays I need to write. They're taking up too much space in my head and they need to pay rent. On my A tier, I have Marry Me, which is reserved for people who I could see a future with and I shamelessly wish would drop on one knee. See this ring on my finger? That is reserved for them. They need to tell me the date, the time, and the location of our wedding, and I will be there, dressed to the nines. For B tier, I have fire emoji because I was too lazy to put the fire emoji that signifies how attractive they are. I don't quite want to marry them, but they are very attractive people. On my C tier, I have inspiring because they are inspirational people I look up to, people who are oftentimes intellectually stimulating for me and that I wish to emulate. Finally, I have notable mentions because these are also people that have been in my mind rent-free for whatever reason. I need to seek help. Alright, let's begin. Oh, before I forget, my last ranking video low-key kind of popped off, which is kind of crazy, so thank you for the people who watched that. That's cool. Maybe I'll do more ranking videos in the future. This is fun. For my first person, I'm going to be ranking Luca Sabat. Now, if you don't know who Luca is, he is an actor and model, I believe. I don't know too much about him, but I do know is that he's very attractive. Did I start watching Grownish because I saw an edit of him on TikTok? Yes, it's a good show. What can I say? For that reason, I'm gonna put him in fire emoji. I do have a highlight on my Instagram account dedicated to edits. I will keep adding to it, and no, you will never see it because I will gatekeep him from everyone. From a Netflix animated show. Did I find out about this show less than a week ago? Maybe. It's a great show. I love it very much. The first frame when I saw her on my TV screen, on my wide flat screen TV screen, I was in love. Can you blame me? No, you can't. I don't care what happens in the plot. I don't care. Episode 5 does not exist. Mizu is for the girls, and I will be saying nothing further. She will be in Marry Me, because we are actually married. It's a blue eye necklace. Did she give it to me? Yes, she did. I think this is no shocker to any sapphic person. I have Kristen Stewart. Prior to this year, I never really had any interest in her until I watched Charlie's Angels 2019 version. People shit on that movie for I have no idea why they do. I think she did a good job, and she looked very attractive in that movie. I will be putting her in fire emoji. What piqued my interest was I saw her on Instagram Reels. I know, Instagram Reels. I saw her on there, and she had that one interview she did where she was like feeling animals in the fish tank. I zoomed to that interview and I watched the whole thing. On my recommended page, I saw her interview on The Hot Ones where she eats fried chicken. Watched that after, and the rest is history.
And every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it.
She lives rent-free in my head, and I will gladly let her do that. Next, I have Jordan Teresa. She is a YouTuber. She does like social commentary, pop culture, fashion, just the whole nines, and I think she's really smart and very interesting. She has a really fun podcast called Voice Notes with Jordan. What can I say? She's just so interesting and so funny. If you're like into feminist YouTubers, you probably already know her, but if you don't already, you should check her out because I think she's really inspiring. So for that, I'm gonna put her in C tier, inspiring. Now, these tiers aren't like good or bad, they're just what they are for me. So like if they end up in D tier, it doesn't mean that they're like bad people, it just means that they're not living in my head rent free. They're just notable, you know? So similarly on YouTubers, I have Khadija and Bo. Previous to Khadija, I've never really watched that many Black creators talking about politics and stuff, just social commentary and sharing their thoughts. I strongly regret not finding them sooner because they are my auntie. They are my Black auntie that I wish I have, because they're like everything that I want to be when I grow up. I want to be like so smart, so talented, just like they just seem to know what's going on, and I really admire them, and I want to put them in Inspiring too, because they're just so cool, and you should definitely check out their content. And it's like they're so funny too, and I love watching their lives too. I don't know, they're so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna put Khadija in Inspiring. Next, I have Jake Weber. You probably know Jake Weber because he's very popular nowadays. I was introduced to him on YouTube through Johnny Gilbert because they just make a lot of content together and they're housemates. And he's really funny, and I really like his like mama bear accent. He is one half of the Tinas that I absolutely adore. Did I find out about him during the Christmas season, like maybe 2 days before Christmas? Yes. But I will keep watching his videos, but I'm gonna put him in notable mention. Next, back onto the Sapphic era. This is Rhea Ripley. She is a female wrestler, I think. I don't know. Honestly, I don't follow the wrestling community very much, but all I have to say is she's very attractive. She leans into like the whole mommy thing, and I think that's kind of funny. What can I say? I can't really say anything else. I really like her. She's funny. She's very attractive. I really like her like dark aesthetic, like the black lipstick and like the kind of like punkish metal look she has. That's cool. She seems like really cool. So I'm gonna put her in fire emoji. I will say nothing else. We will not be sexualizing people because that's not cool. Next, and don't hear me out. I know a lot of people clown on Central C stands. I claim my Central C status without any shame, okay? I'm a full stan. I have a whole highlight dedicated to him with at least 20 edits. And do I say that a little bit shamefully? Yes, but I still am willing to share my love for him, and I will stay doing that because it makes me happy. Central C makes me happy. That one interview where he's at the chicken shop with that lady, that is my favorite interview, and I will continue to watch edits of him in that interview because he is so kind and so nice, and his smile is so beautiful. He's such a respectful guy. Now, does the whole thing with Madeline RG seem a little bit suspicious? I will say yes, and I am side-eyeing him for that. That's just the relationship that we have. That's just the parasocial relationship that we have. Will I continue to feed that parasocial relationship? Yes. Yes, I will. Therefore, he is in fire emoji. Because not only is he attractive, but he's also very respectful, and he's not homophobic. Next, I have Carden. Now, Carden is a character from the Fogo de Air series. I just think he's an awful person, but he's also a really good person, and he cares. And my toxic trait is thinking that if I were in the series, Carden would actually love me and not Jude, and Jude and I would actually be good friends, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna put him in notable mention because he hasn't been living in my head that rent-free. Like, he's just like a character that I think about sometimes. Next, someone that I do think about more often is Noah Sebastian from the metal kind of band Bad Omens. His voice is so silky smooth, and he's so sassy, and he's so attractive, and I really like his haircut. I know a lot of people don't like his haircut, but he had a good haircut. What can I say? So I'm gonna put him in notable mention too, because I haven't been thinking about him too often. Now, Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, straight to Rent-Free. Yep, no hesitation with that one. Do I love Nanami with all of my being? Yes. Did I watch the second season of Jujutsu? No, because I choose to be happy. I'm already sad enough. I don't need more of that. Alright, next I have Pedro Pascal, and I don't think this is a surprise to anyone because everyone loves Pedro. Pedro's just a nice guy. He's so dad-coded. He's so lovely, and I know he's the zaddy of the internet, but I personally think that Mizu is more of a zaddy than Pedro, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna put him in Inspiring because he's a really good actor. I know he is a good person, and I aspire to be a good person like Pedro. Next, I have Ellie Miller. I'm gonna say Ellie Miller because why not? Ellie Miller is from The Last of Us. She is just this badass character, and I've never played the game before, but I have watched the gameplays because I'm too broke to play the games. I really like the show. Did I watch the games before the show? Yes, okay? You don't need to call me a fake fan or anything. I know people are coming with their sneaky fingers in the comments. No. I like Ellie Miller. She's so attractive and she's really cool, and her characterization is really interesting. I think this is one of the best games that I've ever watched. Ellie Miller, I will put you in Marry Me because you are for the girls and I am also for the girls. So please, this finger is empty and it's waiting for your ring any moment now. Next, I have Tokyo Hotel's Bill and Tom Kaulitz. Now, like everyone else in 2023, I was swept off my feet by these two German teenagers on my For You page. Did I know who they were before this? No. Was I drawn away by that one edit? Them in fire emoji because they are very attractive. Now, this picture is important because this is in around 2008. Now, this is the era that's my favorite era. Next, I have Lewis Hoffman. He was in the show Dark. If you've been an OG from my channel, I have been a Lewis stan from the beginning. He seems like a really nice guy, and so I will put him in Rent Free because he lives in my head rent free. As you can see, there is a bit of a theme with my Rent Free. Man, I should have put more people of color here. Am I internally racist? I don't know, man. Next one is wild. I know. You're seeing the little picture of him there and you're like, what the heck? Let me explain. Loak is from Avatar, The Way of Water. It came out in 2022, I think. I watched the movie in July, and ever since then, my mind has been taken up shamelessly by Loak. He's just that guy. He's so sassy and so funny, and he's like a tortured like teenager, and he just wants to be happy and pursue life. Like, he is my man. This entire video is just me thirsting after the most outrageous people. What can I say? If a person's hot, they're hot. Next one, I know this one is crazy too. I know. There was also a resurgence of Ghost. I think that was in 2022, but it has transferred over to my 2023. Ghost from Call of Duty. Have I ever played the game? Yes. Did I play the game because of him? Yes. I have no shame in that. However, this Ghost is a very specific Ghost. This is a cosplayer on TikTok. They went by the name Silas, I think. I think they changed their account because they got accused of something, and I'm too scared to deep dive in what that was. So if they're problematic, then they will go significantly lower on the list. I'm gonna see if I can put it into the video. Specifically, this TikTok had me on my knees. It had me in a death grip, like a baby clutching onto a poisonous food that it should not be eating, that you're trying desperately to get out of their clutches. That is what this TikToker had me in with their eyes, because they are so beautiful. So I'm putting them in Rent Free because they lived in my head rent free. They continue to live in my head rent free. I toss and turn in my sheets thinking of that one cosplay video that has taken over my life, my existence, and I am not looking back. Next, we have Johnny Gilbert, and Johnny Gilbert, as you know, has taken over my life. My toxic trait is thinking that Johnny and I will have a happy, healthy relationship together. However, I am 17 and he is 26. As you can see, there is a problem. Will this ever happen? No, but I will continue to feed our parasocial relationship. Therefore, he is going in rent-free because he lives in my head rent-free. Next, we have Bella Ramsey. Now, this is actually crazy because Bella is going in my head rent-free too, because they are an actor, and they were also in The Last of Us. You might also know them from The Worst Witch and Game of Thrones and other things. I am deeply plagued by my lack of Bella in my life. And what can I say? You know, I am but a girl. You know, I am just someone who loves love. Parasocial relationship or not, I don't care. Next, we have Freddie Carter. Now, Freddie Carter is also going into the notable mention because he played Casbreaker in Shadow and Bone. Y'all know how much I love Shadow and Bone. I love that series. He played Kaz very well. I think he just did a great job. He just has the Kaz face, you know? Just the demeanor and everything. He's just so attractive, and when I found out that he had a wife, my world shattered. My world ended. And that is my weight to bear. Now, I'm just gonna review my ranking just to make sure that I am happy with it. With Rent Free, we have Nanami, Lewis Hoffman, Loak from Avatar, that one Ghost cosplayer on TikTok, Johnny Gilbert, and Bella Ramsey. I'm gonna go ahead and put Johnny before everyone else. Next, I'm going to put Bella Ramsey next to Johnny, and then I'm gonna put the Ghost cosplayer, and then I'm gonna put Nanami, and then I'm gonna put Loak, and then I'm gonna put Lewis Hoffman. He is a white boy, and what can I say? He is a blonde white boy. He is the Aryan man, and I can't be caught lacking like that. So he's gonna go last. Next, we have Marry Me, and we have Misu and Ellie. and I'm pretty happy with that. Then we have fire emoji, Luca Sabat, Kristen Stewart. We have Rhea, we have Central C, and we have the Cowlitz twins. I'm gonna go ahead and put Central C at the beginning. Then we're gonna have Luca Sabat. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Cowlitz twins before Kristen. And we have inspiring. Now this is Jordan Teresa, Khadija Mbo, and Pedro Pascal. I'm gonna put Khadija in the beginning just because they're just the coolest. We have notable mentions, which is Jake Weber, Cardin, Noah Sebastian, and Freddie Carter. I'm pretty happy with that order, except I might switch Cardin and put him at the end. So this is my definitive ranking of 2023 people who have been living in my head rent-free. These people need to pay rent because there is not a lot of space. There is too many people here. Now, does this make me a whore? I don't know, but I'm okay with that. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave a hate comment. Keep me humble. Happy New Year, and I look forward to making more videos. All right, let me say bye with this mug that I've gently nursed throughout this video. All right, goodbye, y'all. Let's see what edit I'm gonna put in here through my editing.
Okay.